We're gonna have an intruder this week.
We always have a really good intro when it comes into it. We get into the swing of things, but we usually do that by saying hello to everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
It's like a sketch. Felt like I was watching Python for a second.
Thank you. That is like the best compliment you could give me. Welcome, everybody, to Wednesday Up Late. We are your trusty hosts. I'm Chloe. And
I'm Glenn.
This is Glenn. Welcome. We are a fun little podcast/vodcast who like to come to your ear holes and your eyeballs on a Wednesday at late in the night. We like to talk about movies and we do fun little games, and normally we have discussions about movie news and things that's going on, but with the strike and everything, there's not a whole lot to go off, so we just love to play games and be dumb and have fun. So that's what we're going to do, but not before we tell you about an awesome app that just has our back and just is just awesome to work with. And they're usually app, and they're great. They bring all of your podcasts and articles and everything you like to read and think about and read about right to the palm of your hand from all around the world, and it comes on your little device and it reads it to you when you're on the go in a beautiful human natural voice. And by doing that, you go to their website and you click on it and you use it.
Is this your attempt to not have the script in front of you?
I'm fucking it up so bad.
Is that what this is?
Sorry, Newsly.
No, you're not. People know what it is.
Go to their website. And if you chuck in Wednesday Up Late, all one word, you can get a whole month of premium subscription for free.
There you go. Absolutely.
I did
well
it.
Said. Well said.
I got there in the end.
That's right. Thanks. And now.
So sorry, Newsly.
Completely different.
Yes.
That was a Monty Python joke. All right, moving on.
Oh. I'm so tired tonight. Can you tell? Just a little bit. Oh goodness me, Glenn, how have you been?
Yeah, I've been great. I've had a good day. It's it's late at night. I like the nighttime. That's my thing. I feel energized and creative at nighttime. So yeah, it's a good thing this is a nighttime podcast. Not that we're the most creative people on this show.
Not even close.
No.
Not even close. We try our little hearts out, but we're not close. We're doing our best.
When you say try,
we get there.
Meet you halfway.
Well, we're going to play some fun games tonight, Glenn. We've got a few on the roster tonight. Should we just go ahead and get straight into it?
Fucking oath, please.
Let's fucking oath. I love it. We're going to do a good old classic of what doesn't belong, or who doesn't belong.
Something doesn't belong. That's right.
That's right. It's a fun little one where we rattle off a few names, places, movies, whatever, and you have to pick the one that doesn't belong in that grouping. Pretty straightforward.
One thing I didn't do tonight, and I promised myself all day, make sure you got pen and paper. Make sure you got pen and paper, particularly for one of the games coming up. And I fucking forgot. So anyway, maybe I'll just you keep talking and I'll grab one.
Okay. So
I dropped my pen. Fucking hell.
I can't take you anywhere, dude. Honestly.
Keep talking.
Da, 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 da.
All you got to do is talk.
About. I wish I had something interesting to say.
Right, I'm ready.
Awesome. Do you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Dealer's choice. Go.
Okay, so this one is a who doesn't belong.
Okay, go for it.
I've got Marlon Brando. Robert Duvall. Dustin Hoffman.
Yep.
And Al Pacino.
Oh, interesting lineup there. I'm just gonna have to wing this one. Who was the first one again?
Marlon Brando.
Robert Duvall.
Dustin Hoffman. Al Pacino.
They're all around the same era-ish. They all do quite similar type of genre movies.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I would say similar. Maybe I'll have to go with, let's go Robert Duvall, just because I think he's the most handsome.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Not even Marlon Brando. Like, he was very handsome. He was
Mm,
dashing.
I think I'm more of a Duvall girl.
Okay, fair enough. Well, you're wrong. It was actually Dustin
Surprise,
Hoffman.
surprise.
Dustin Hoffman was not in The Godfather.
Oh, see, I was going to pick Hoffman
Oh, yeah.
initially, but
Yeah,
I didn't have a reason for
Of
it.
course you
So,
were. Of course you were.
hey, if I said it, it's true. Okay.
Okay. All right.
All
Hit me
right. Your
with it.
first one. Okay.
Yep. Mhm.
These are all movies:
Okay.
Archie,
Mhm.
Homeward Bound,
Yep.
Milo and Otis,
Yep.
and Stuart Little.
Okay. So I'd say Stuart Little because it's a mouse, not dog.
Oh, that would be a really good guess.
But it's not it.
It would be. No, it's not it. Do you want to have another go?
Yes. Maybe Milo and Otis because it's not American.
That's another really good guess. That's the right answer, but not the it's
All
not
I-
the
all I
direction I was
heard-
going in.
All I heard was that's the right answer.
It is the right answer,
Right.
but Milo and Otis doesn't feature Michael J. Fox. All the rest of them do.
Oh, that's a really good one. That's actually a good one. And I
Mm,
feel like we've had that one before in a different form.
yes.
Yes, okay. So
Yes.
just tapping back into the well there, I see.
I had no idea he voiced did the voice for Stuart Little. I had no idea.
Oh, really?
I always knew like his voice registered as familiar.
Yeah.
But I could never pinpoint it until today. So there
Gotcha.
you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good stuff. All right,
Oh,
here's
and
your
you're drinking
next
from a Back to the Future mug.
one.
Oh,
I
it's the
knew that question was coming.
simulation. It's the sim.
All right, your next one. So,
Okay.
which doesn't belong? Goodfellas, Kundan, Bringing Out the Dead, and Talk Radio.
Goodfellas. What's the second one?
Kundan,
Kundan.
which is like about the Dalai Lama,
Okay.
Bringing Out the Dead,
Mm-hmm.
and Talk Radio.
I think I've seen Bringing Out the Dead.
It's the Nicolas Cage one about paramedics. It's intense. It's amazing.
Oh, no, that's not what I was thinking of then.
It's a great film.
Maybe it's that one because the rest of what was the last one again? Oh my
Talk
God.
Radio.
I feel like I'll go with the Nicolas Cage one.
Okay, no. Talk Radio is the odd one out because it's the only one that's not a Martin Scorsese movie.
Okay.
It's an Oliver Stone movie.
I don't know why I was going in the direction of gangster movies. But like then when you said the Nicolas Cage movie, I'm like, well, maybe Talk Radio is a gangster movie and I just have never seen it.
No, it's an amazing one about like a shock jock in a radio station that gets taken hostage live on the air.
Cool.
Very cool. It's very cool. And you know the guy that plays the villain in The Crow? Do you know that guy? Michael Wincott. Anyway, he's the lunatic that takes the guy hostage.
Ooh, does he play a good villain? Is that why he does
yeah.
it?
He's a villain. I don't think I've seen him in many good guy roles, except for in Nope, you know, Jordan Peele's film.
Uh-huh.
He's the older science guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
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 I like him.
When he was young, he used to have long hair. He's a bit of a rock star.
Nice. I feel like I would be a good villain.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you didn't have to agree with me so quickly. All right. Your next one.
Yep.
Scott Eastwood.
Mhm.
Nicholas Hoult.
Mm-hmm.
Liam Hemsworth.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryan Gosling.
Okay, so Scott Eastwood, Nicholas Hoult, Hemsworth, Ryan Gosling. Well, this is a hard one. I can't even
All
attribute.
very attractive men.
They are. My wife has a thing for Scott Eastwood,
My wife, I can see why. He's
and in like, I mean, just,
very pretty.
and by default, it means you got to think for Clint Eastwood because he looks the same as Clint Eastwood when he was young.
Clint Eastwood was a smoke show when he was younger.
He certainly was. So Scott Eastwood, Nicholas Hoult, Hemsworth, and Gosling. I don't know the answer to this. I'm just going to say Gosling.
Oh, okay. Do you have a reason for it? You just picking one out of the barrel? Or...
I just said I don't have a reason for this. I'm just going to choose Gosling. That's kind of what I meant.
Can you tell her? I'm so on the ball today. No, the answer is Nicholas Hoult.
Okay.
And because he's the only one that hasn't been in a Nicholas Sparks adaptation movie.
Far out. I would never have guessed that in 100 years.
Oh,
But that-
really?
I mean, well, 100
Well,
years is
Mel
a
loves
stretch. Like,
Nicholas Sparks movies, doesn't she?
and yes, and the Scott Eastwood film she loves the most is a Nicholas Sparks movie. And if not a
Mhm.
Nicholas Sparks movie, a Nicholas Sparks like movie. I think The Longest
Mhm.
Ride. Yeah, cool, good one.
Cool.
Hang on, Hemsworth, which one's he been in?
He was in the one with Miley Cyrus.
Oh, okay. So when you said yes, of course he was. That was
I don't know what
the
it's
last
called.
song. The last song.
Oh, okay.
But I had the wrong Hemsworth in my head when you said
Oh,
it.
no. Well, there's
Yep.
3 of them, and they do get
Yep.
confusing. Yeah.
Yep. And okay. So next one. So
Go for it.
which is the odd one out here? Alien, Ghostbusters, Avatar, and Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh, Avatar, because it doesn't take place on Earth? Oh, well, neither does Alien, does it?
Alien, Ghostbusters, Avatar, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
What was the actress's name in Alien? Is that Sarandon?
Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver. Yeah, well, she was in Avatar. She was in Alien. She wasn't in Raiders. What was the third one?
Ghostbusters.
Oh, she was in that too. Oh, it's Raiders because she wasn't in it.
Yep. Well done.
Oh,
well done.
New life.
Oh,
wow.
It's worth it for that penny drop moment.
Yeah, I like it. That little oxytocin rush, a little bit of dopamine. Yeah, I like
Dopamine
it.
drop. Yeah.
I like it.
Fantastic.
All right, your next one. A little bit different.
All right.
Ed Sheeran.
Yep.
Paramore. Muse.
Yep.
And Linkin Park.
Linkin Park. Linkin Park's the odd one out because the others all have lead singers.
No, the odd one out is Ed Sheeran, and that's because he does not feature on any of the Twilight soundtracks.
You so didn't give me a chance to keep going.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were done. We need a hand signal.
Process of hang on, hand signal. Just historically, I'm going off. We always give each other a number of options to talk their way through it.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're on fire tonight.
Well, it's Ed Sheeran, just in case you didn't know.
Okay, excellent. I would have guessed.
I played that soundtrack so often.
The best thing about the Twilight franchise is the soundtracks. They're fantastic.
They're so good.
Yeah, they are. They're real. I mean, they're emo, but not emo. Like you got Death Cab for Cutie in there, and like you said, Muse, and these are bands that teeter on the fringes of emo, but got a little bit more respect. It's good stuff.
They're awesome.
All right. So who is the odd one out here? Zoe Kravitz.
Oh.
Kate Hudson.
Mm-hmm.
Jaden Smith or Scarlett Johansson?
Oh. Zoe Kravitz, Kate Hudson.
Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith.
Yep.
And Scarlett Johansson.
I want to go for like Scarlett Johansson because I feel like she hasn't been in like a remake of something, but maybe I'll just go with that. I'll go with ScarJo.
You're correct, but not for that reason.
Oh, okay. All right.
Excellent. So
I'll take it still.
She's the only one that's not a Nepo baby.
Oh.
Yeah. So her parents aren't famous.
Okay.
Yeah. Zoe Kravitz had Lenny Kravitz and his wife. What was her name? Denise from the Cosby Show.
Yep.
They had Kate Hudson.
Lisa Bonet.
Yep,
Yep.
That's it. Bonet. Kate Hudson had Goldie Hawn.
Yep.
Jaden Smith had Will Smith.
Yeah. Nepo baby. I like that term.
Yeah. Well, it's a famous term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not one that I use in my day-to-day vocabulary. I might start doing that now.
Excellent. Cool.
All right. My next one.
Was this the last one?
Last one.
All right. Fire.
All right. Diane Keaton.
Mm-hmm.
Glenn Close.
Yep.
Olivia Colman.
Yep.
And Laura Dern.
Diane Keaton
Okay.
has not won an Oscar.
I'm pausing just in case you want to keep going.
Okay, that's well. You can say no, that's not it, and I can have another guess.
No, that's not it.
Okay, so how do you forget the rules of this game? Like, okay.
Hello, have you met me?
Okay, Diane Keaton, Glenn Close, Olivia Colman, and Laura Dern.
Mhm.
Olivia Colman is not American?
No.
Okay, I give up.
Nope. It's Glenn Close because she hasn't won an Oscar. Everyone else has.
Oh, I got it. I had the logic, but
You had it there, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But Diane Keaton did win an Oscar.
Yeah, I
forgot
kind of
what for.
thought. I thought she did. It would have been for like Annie Hall, I think.
Oh, Annie Hall. That's it. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, close. Very
Yeah,
close.
but new cigar.
Not tonight.
Hey, now
No,
before we
no.
move on to the next game, there is one thing I want to run through here because last week on the show, I did the whole pitch to the audience. Do we need to educate Chloe on horror? Right? And because you said that you quite enjoy gore in movies, and I said, well, horror is so much more than jump scares. There's gory horror. So I've got 5 horror recommendations for you that I think you'll love. And these are movies that are gory, but not necessarily scary.
Okay.
Right, so
I have my pen ready to go.
Excellent.
So.
Well, you've also got this recorded and committed to the universe, and you can always tap back into it, and it may become a TikTok. So I would definitely start with, and I've said this before, Peter Jackson's Brain Dead.
Brain Dead. Okay.
Yep, is famously, I think, still the goriest film of all time.
Peter Jackson. Okay.
Yep, but it's hilarious. It's very slapstick as well. So
okay,
it is like before Shaun of the Dead came along, you had Brain Dead.
Okay.
That kind of movie.
Okay.
Then I would recommend, which is my favorite horror film of all time, Reanimator.
Reanimator.
Yep. It's a masterpiece. It's like a modern day Frankenstein type of story.
I was about to ask, is it type of
It's a mad scientist that wants to reanimate the dead to pretty much cure death,
Okay.
But it's just gory, it's funny, it's little bit scary, but not like jump out of your skin scary.
Okay.
Then I would go for The Fly with Jeff Goldblum.
Okay.
And Geena Davis. It's just a masterpiece. As Jarrett from the Good Movie Monday podcast would say, it's the greatest love story of all time, which it probably is.
Okay.
Yep. Then I'd go Evil Dead 2.
Mm-hmm.
Which just, there's no, I mean, as a horror enthusiast, I think number 1's better, but there's no necessary reason to watch number 1 to get to number 2.
I feel like I have seen number 1.
Okay. Well, number 2 is considered a masterpiece. It's Jack Black in High Fidelity goes on, has a whole scene about why Evil Dead's important, part 2 is important, and I agree. Okay. It's just, and you would love it too. I think you'd love everything that happens in it.
Okay.
And finally, George Romero's Dawn of the Dead.
Oh.
What? Okay. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't. It was one of those ones that my friends would watch in high school and tried to convince me to watch, and I got like maybe 2 to 3 minutes in, and I got too nervous.
I have a funny feeling they would have watched the remake, the Zack Snyder James Gunn remake. Is that the one they tried to force you to watch?
Not when I was in high school, I don't think.
How
long ago was it made?
Yeah, you would have been in high school. Let's have a look here. Dawn of the Dead, 2004.
Oh, okay. All right. Yep.
So that was a very popular film in 2004, but the original is 1978.
Oh, okay.
All right. It's just the best. And it's the zombie apocalypse and people are trapped inside a mall, a shopping center.
Oh, okay. And
like everything you know about zombie movies like Walking Dead and all that comes directly from Dawn of the Dead.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I will take your suggestions.
5 recommendations. You don't have to watch them like within the next like fucking now, but like over the course of next year, add them to your list.
Okay. I will report back.
Yeah, do that. Like I'd love to hear back. If you just happen to watch one, let me know.
A lot of the time when you do give me a recommendation and I watch it, I usually let you know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to give you any sort of indication that I am. So that way, when we do record, it's going to.
Excellent. Blow my mind.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Let's do it. Let's get into the second one.
What is it?
This is a fun little one that likes to kick our ass. It's called How Many Can You Name?
That's right. Oh, I don't like
where our brains die.
We need a timer for this, don't we?
I'm already on the ball today, so this should be really interesting.
You're on the yeah. Okay, I got my stopwatch ready. How long are we giving each other?
Like 30 seconds? Is that too long?
Ooh, yeah,
Or
that's too long.
yeah?
20.
20. Okay. Big diff.
Well, it is. It's 10 seconds difference. It's a huge difference.
Okay.
That's a lot of
Okay.
movies you can name in that amount of time.
Okay.
All right. Who's going first?
I'll go first.
As in, you'll give it to me or I'll give it to you?
I'll give it to you.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Timer ready?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. How many SNL movies can you name?
Okay.
Go.
Blues Brothers, Three Amigos. See, there's tangents here that we could go on. I go, It's Pat. I would go The Ladies' Man, Stuart Saves the World, Night at the Roxbury.
And time.
Okay.
That was 6.
6?
I got 6. Was that 6? Yeah,
that's
what I got. 6.
Let me go through them again. So I said The Blues Brothers. I said Stuart Saves the World. I said It's Pat. I said Night at the Roxbury. I said Three Amigos. I said... I can't remember what else I said now.
I think there was only one more.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'll give that to you. Because I can halfway through, I realized movies that aren't SNL movies that in your mind are like there's so many Adam Sandler movies, there's so many like Joe Dirt and stuff like that. I wanted to go down that road, but Wayne's World for fuck's sake.
Coneheads.
Yep, heaps. Good one.
Would you consider Austin Powers an SNL movie? Seeing
No.
as how Dr. Evil was based on Lorne Michaels?
No,
not
at all. No.
Okay.
Just because he's based on Lorne Michaels, he wasn't a character from the show. He wasn't anything that derives from the show.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, cool. All right, tell me when you're ready.
Go for it.
How many can you name Cate Blanchett movies?
Oh my God, Lord of the Rings. Not a lot apparently. I can see them in my brain. I can see the posters. Eyes.
Time's up. So that's a grand total of 1. You should have said all 3 Lord of the Rings like by name.
Oh my God. She's not in all 3, is she?
I
don't think she's in all 3.
You'd know better than I would.
That's really frustrating.
Doesn't she narrate throughout the 3?
She narrates the first one, but now I'm drawing a blank as if she does the last 3.
That's funny.
I'm seeing the poster for one, but I cannot get the name of it.
Notes on a Scandal, Shipping News.
No.
Tar.
No.
I mean, there's heaps. I'm not there. Yep. Okay.
No.
All right. Cool.
I'll get it.
My turn.
20 minutes. Yeah. All right. Ready? Name as many Jason Bateman movies as you can. Go.
Teen Wolf, The Switch, Dodgeball, and the Gift, and now I'm getting stuck. There's so many. Okay.
That was 4. But I don't know if I should give you the first one.
Why?
Because he wasn't in Teen Wolf. He was in Teen Wolf 2.
I'm pretty sure I said Teen Wolf 2.
Nope.
Really? Okay. Well, obviously.
I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. So you got 4. But you're still beating me by like 9.
It's funny when you have something in your mind. That's just what comes out. Like you think that's what's come out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fucking hell.
He makes jokes about it all the time, so that's why it's like ingrained in my brain.
It's a good sequel. I like it a lot. All right. How many can you name Guy Ritchie movies?
Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. That Knights one with Charlie Hunnam. King Arthur's Seat or whatever it is.
King Arthur.
Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
No, time's up.
Fuck. What?
Yep.
And Aladdin.
Didn't you just watch The Covenant?
Ah, The Covenant.
Wrath
That
of
movie is
Man.
so good.
Yeah, there's Heat's Revolver.
Yes,
Yeah.
all I'm picturing in my head is like old Jason Statham and just trying to,
Man
yeah.
from Uncle, yeah. Swept away.
Oh, I love Guy Ritchie. They just
Alrighty.
never come to my brain. All
That's
right,
all right.
ready?
Yep.
Name as many as you can Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. Go.
Raw Deal, The Running Man, Eraser, The Expendables, and Commando, and Terminator, Terminator 2, Terminator 3, Terminator 4, Terminator 5.
Is he in all it?
Yep. And what else have we got there? Sixth Man and Last Stand.
Time. Yeah, you won that one. You're in the lead.
You got to think about those franchises.
Is he in like all of the Terminators?
The only one he hasn't been in was The Salvation with Christian Bale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
Interesting. Interesting.
You're going to struggle on this one. I should have thought it through, but we're going to
Great.
do it anyway.
Awesome.
Good luck. Good luck. How many can you name horror directors?
I don't fucking know. Does Army of Darkness count Zack Snyder? Okay, there you go.
Army of Darkness, he didn't direct that.
What was the stupid one that I hated?
Army of the Dead or whatever it was.
I don't know. It was dumb. And Peter Jackson.
Mm-hmm. Two. There you go. Two. Two. So Zack Snyder.
And those are the two that I got.
Well,
people out there are going to be cursing my name.
They're also the two that we spoke about a moment ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
John Carpenter.
Yes, very
there
good.
There you go. Yeah.
George Romero, Wes Craven. Loads. Toby Hooper.
I do know some.
But Army of Darkness, Sam Raimi.
I know that name.
Yeah. Because he does superhero movies as well. And yeah.
Now I want to know what that movie is that I hated. It had like Tig Notaro in it.
Yeah, it's I think it's Army of the Dead. It's the one that
Army of the Dead. Okay.
He made like a sequel or a spin-off at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it Army of the Dead?
Okay.
Yep, it was.
All right, Glenn.
Mm-hmm.
Any movie, starting with C.
Casablanca, Castaway, Catch Me If You Can.
You're on a roll tonight.
Fuck. Call Me by My Name.
And done.
Casablanca. Not Casablanca.
You already said Casablanca.
No, I meant to say Casanova. I like that one. I like that concept.
Yeah, that was a good one.
We've done that before in another. We've done that before in another context, but and it stumped me in the last way we did it.
Yeah.
For some reason that flowed a bit better. Maybe it's the game itself. All right, your last one.
All right.
How many can you name Rob Reiner movies?
Stand By Me. That's it. I don't know anymore. Something else.
This is Spinal Tap.
Oh God.
Done. Time's up. Aha.
I'm so embarrassed right now.
American President.
I'm so embarrassed right now.
No.
But do you want to know what the funny thing is?
What's
that was going to be one of mine for you.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Rob Reiner films. And I'm like, nah, I won't give him that one. I'll give him movies starting with C.
Misery, of course. Misery. Yeah.
Oh, that was frustrating.
A Few Good Men. Princess Bride. Bucket
Oh
List.
my God. Oh my God.
That's why I went with him, because two of your favorite movies were directed by him. I thought you'd get those off the bat.
And only one of the best comedies around. You know? That's a little throwback.
It's a big throwback.
to like the beginning of our podcast. So,
alrighty. Is that we got one more for me?
No, that's it. You're all done.
Done and dusted. There you go.
That was horrible. That was a car wreck.
Didn't mind it.
But you know what they say about car wrecks is that you can't look away. So
So good for the podcast is what you're saying.
yeah.
Okay. I just thought having you on
I've
it was
done my part.
that was the purpose of having you on it in general. Hey, a little bit of news did drop this week. Did you know?
No.
So the Star Wars movie they're making, the Star Wars TV series they're making about Lando Calrissian with Donald Glover is actually being turned into a movie now, not a series. So we get another Star Wars movie about Lando with Donald Glover. Donald Glover obviously played him in, I think it was Solo.
Yeah. Okay.
So there you go. We get
There
a Lando
you
movie.
go.
And it's not the kind of news I get excited for, but it's news, and we don't have a lot
It's
of
news.
that. We don't have a lot of that lately.
Yeah. Have they said why they're turning it into a movie instead of a series?
I don't know. Disney's been copping a lot of flack in all directions lately about every decision they make. And quite frankly, for good reason. Like they're making a lot of poor decisions. And I just think the Star Wars franchise, television wise, has just saturated the market so much. I think that they're losing favor. I think a lot of people are just tuning out. There's too much to consume, and too much of a good thing is a bad thing,
Can be. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's
so-
a good decision. I am much more drawn to a Star Wars movie at the moment than I would be to a series. To commit to a whole series.
In 100 years, I'd rather just every single Star Wars story be a movie rather than a TV show.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
It's a universe I would love to dive into and know the ins and outs and all the intricacies, but I just haven't got time to. That's why the TV shows piss me off so much.
It gives me so much anxiety because I'm exactly the same. I love Star Wars. But it gives me anxiety thinking, oh my God, there is so much for me to catch up on and that I don't know. Where do I even fucking begin?
And what I hate about it is they really, for people like us, they really don't let us in on the universe because they connect it all. So we can't just, we can't step in when we can to catch something.
There's so much backstory.
We've missed all the interconnected stories, and I hate that. It really does. And I mean, maybe they've learned that lesson too, that you can't just isolate half your audience that, that aren't all living at home with mum and dad, living on the dole, watching fucking Star Wars TV shows all day. We've got jobs to do.
And it's kind of how the Marvel movies were going as well. You couldn't just jump into sort of any movie because there'd be so much backstory and so much context taken from other movies that if you were to jump into, I don't know, you just wanted to start at Ant-Man, you really couldn't. You had to have some sort of previous back knowledge.
That's the other thing. When they have, Marvel's a good example, when they have done standalone Marvel movies, I'm like, this is fucking great. I can just watch this. I don't need to see anything else. But then if they do a sequel, that connects to everything. It's let's just use Ant-Man for an example. I enjoyed Ant-Man #1 because that was kind of standalone. It did have characters come in that you didn't need to know where their place was. And then suddenly part 2 comes along and it turns into the Avengers 2.
Yeah.
Or, and I'm like, what the fuck? I don't understand half of this because I'm just not
fucking wasps and quantum maniums and, too much. Too much.
Yep.
Anyway. I mean, good for Paul Rudd getting into Marvel, good for him, but still.
But I don't think Marvel has served his career any better than it would have been without Marvel. He's only
that's true.
Only been in the Marvelverse for a short period of time. Ant-Man's not a huge character in the grand scheme of things, and he's larger than life beyond Marvel.
That's true.
And he was a fucking rock star in the film world for 20 years before Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway,
true.
There we go.
True.
Way too much time talking about Star Wars and Marvel.
We haven't done that in a while. Wow, we haven't done that in a while at all. Well, let's move on then and change things up, and then just go for a game we have played before, and it's called Order of Release.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to throw out a couple of titles, and then we're just going to have to go back and see which one came out first.
Ben and I played this on Good Movie Monday a few weeks ago, and I crushed it.
Mm-hmm.
Got them all right, and I've
Good
never done that.
You.
I've never done that on this show. This show's like a curse to me. Thanks for that. Just don't agree with me.
We're being ruthless this episode.
Oh,
all right.
Goodness. All right, let's do this. Dun, dun, dun.
All right. I'm going to go first.
Sure.
All right, Glenn.
Mm-hmm.
Which one came out first? Popstar Never Stop, Never Stopping.
Yep.
Baby Driver.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Neighbors.
Yep.
The Hateful Eight.
Ooh, okay. So, Popstar, Baby Driver. What was the third one?
Bad Neighbors.
Okay. I am going to say Popstar, Hateful Eight, Bad Neighbors, Baby Driver.
No.
I am going to say Hateful Eight, Popstar, Bad Neighbors, Baby Driver.
Close. You want one more try?
No.
Okay. Bad Neighbors, Hateful Eight, Popstar, Baby Driver.
Motherfucker. All right.
So close.
You ready for yours?
Yes.
Which came first? Casino Royale,
Oh.
Step Brothers, Grown Ups, The Notebook.
Okay. Casino Royale. Am I able to get a hint as to who the Bond was in that? Because is that Craig?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Never seen a Grown Ups movie. They did
Mhm.
not interest me whatsoever.
Oh, it's so up your alley. So up your alley.
I've seen bits and pieces, but I just don't know if it's for me. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go The Notebook.
Mhm.
Step Brothers.
Mhm.
Casino Royale.
Mhm.
Grown Ups.
Nope.
Okay.
You're all over the place with that.
Okay. I'm gonna change it completely then.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Well, you had one right, and I'll tell you which one if you'd like.
Is it The Notebook?
Yes.
Okay, I thought that was right. Okay. The Notebook. Casino Royale.
Mhm.
Grown Ups. Step Brothers.
You got to switch two around.
Step Brothers and Grown Ups.
Yeah, got it.
Wow. That surprises me.
I'm surprised you haven't enjoyed watched and enjoyed Grown Ups. That just baffles me.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just not something that ever appealed.
It's everyone you love in it, including like Taylor Lautner.
Oh, what?
What?
Taylor Lautner is in it?
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yes.
Might have to give it a go.
He's the young guy that taunts the old blokes to like challenges and stuff at the lake.
Really?
Got his
Okay.
shirt off through all of it.
Is that why he was in Ridiculous Six?
Yep.
Okay. All right. You've convinced me. All right. Then.
It's
okay.
just so much fun. I love it. Yeah. Anyway.
All right. Okay. You want your next one?
I do.
Okay. Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
Mm-hmm.
A Knight's Tale.
Yep.
Holes.
Mm-hmm.
And Little Nicky.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go Knight's Tale, followed by Holes. No, I'm gonna go Knight's Tale, Little Nicky, Holes, Lord of the Rings.
Switch it.
Switch what? All
Switch
of it.
it.
Oh. Okay. Which ones am I switching? Okay, so I will go. You fucked me over. I don't know what you're talking about when you say switch it. Like there's 4 titles there. What am I switching?
Exactly. So you got first 2 titles, switch it. Second 2 titles, switch it.
Oh, okay. I get you. So you're saying Little Nicky, Knight's Tale, Lord of the Rings, and Holes.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I meant by that. See, there's
Yeah,
2. Switch it. So
All right.
stupid. So stupid. All
Your
right.
next one.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got Twister,
Oh, love that movie.
Wayne's World,
Mm-hmm.
Speed, and Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to go Robin Hood 1, Speed 2, Wayne's World 3, Twister 4.
Nope.
Did I get any of them right?
Yes, you got 2 of them right.
Okay. I'm guessing Robin Hood and Speed I got right. So I'm going to switch Twister and Wayne's World, and I'm going to go Twister 3, Wayne's World 4.
No. Okay. So it's
God damn it.
Wayne's World first,
What?
1992. And then you had Robin Hood Men in Tights, 93, Speed, 94, and Twister, 96.
Whoa. Why did I think Robin Hood was like 80s?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I mean, because Robin Hood was like a spoof of Prince of Thieves, and that wasn't even 80s.
Oh. I was way off.
Maybe it was because you were connecting like Kerry Ullis with it, and he was like Princess Bride 80s, and it's a very similar kind of role.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Who knows? Probably not. It's just I'm giving you some.
No, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Okay. All right. You ready for your next one?
Sure.
Okay. Fear.
Yep.
Fear and Loathing.
Mm-hmm.
Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls.
Mm-hmm.
And The Fifth Element.
Okay. Fear and Loathing, Ace Ventura. Okay. So I'm gonna say, Fear and Loathing, Ace Ventura, Fifth Element.
No.
I'm going to say Fear, Ace Ventura, Fear and Loathing, Fifth Element.
You want one more go?
I'm going to say Ace Ventura, Fear and Loathing, Fifth Element.
Oh, so close. So close. Ace Ventura, Fear, Fifth Element, Fear and Loathing.
What year was Fear? Am I thinking of the same film?
Fear was
Marky Wahlberg?
Yeah, Marky Mark. That was 96.
And Ace Ventura was 95, yeah?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right, okay. 96. Fuck, I thought it was way earlier than that.
No, 96.
Oh, good one. Good one.
Good one. Good.
Okay, what about these four babies? Superman the movie.
Oh, come on.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Mm-hmm.
The Muppet Movie. And the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Now, this Superman, is that with Christopher Reeves?
Yep.
Okay. This I have no clue. I'm going to go Muppet Movie 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go Superman 2, Smokey 3, Rocky Horror 4.
It's as far off as you can get.
Of course it is.
I'll just tell it to you because you're not
is.
going to guess it. So Superman was 78.
Uh-huh.
Rocky Horror was 75.
Oh, yep.
Sorry, no, I had it around the wrong way. Rocky Horror was 75. Superman 78. Hang on, what have I done here? I've got it all wrong. Hang on. I fucked myself over here. I did this last time, you know.
Uh-oh.
Hang on a second. I've written them in the wrong order. So you could have been right. Hang on. Where are we? Okay, so it was Rocky Horror. Is that what you said?
No.
And, okay, Rocky Horror, Smokey and the Bandit was 77, then Superman 78, and Muppet Movie 79, for fuck's sake.
That was all over the shop. I did not get it right in any capacity.
I want to know how I put them in that order in the first place.
You're as on the ball as I am.
Well, I mean, a little bit of behind the curtain. We did change our mind on what this game was going to be, like at the last minute.
We did, yeah, we did. This was a last minute one. We were trying to
do something smart and
we were trying to go for a new game and it just wasn't working out. All right, last one.
Yep.
Footloose.
Yep.
The Outsiders.
Yep.
The Dark Crystal.
Yep.
Teen Wolf. Not Teen Wolf 2.
Okay, so hang on, I'm going to write this down. Say them again.
Footloose.
Yep.
The Outsiders.
Yep.
Dark Crystal.
Yep.
Teen Wolf.
Okay, so I am going to go with Dark Crystal, Outsiders, Footloose, Teen Wolf.
Mic drop.
See, that's exactly what I did when I was doing it with Ben on every single round.
Whoa. You got your mojo back in the end.
Fucking hell. That was a shocker. All right, your last
my
one.
goodness. Oh, we're
And
gonna go out with a bang.
These are in the correct order. I can see they are.
Okay.
So we've got Mitchell's versus the Machines,
Ooh, good movie.
Cruella, Murder Mystery, and Pixels.
And Pixels. Pixels is 1.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go Mitchell's 2, Cruella 3, Murder Mystery 4.
You've got one correct, and that would be Pixels.
Okay, so I'm gonna go Cruella 2, Murder Mystery 3, Mitchell's 4.
No, got it all wrong. So it's Pixels in 2015, Murder Mystery 2019, Mitchell's 2020, Cruella 21.
Whoa. How did I get that so wrong?
It's late.
I knew
I-
Pixels. I knew
We're-
Pixels.
We're spent.
I watched that specifically for Ashley Benson. And she was terrible in it. Absolutely fucking terrible.
I love Pixels.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
I love
Who
it.
else was in that? It was Peter Dinklage.
And he was great in it.
Um,
Kevin James is the president,
okay, yep.
and Adam Sandler,
Jack Black?
obviously.
Jack Black in that?
No,
Or
I
am I
don't
making
think
that up
so.
in my head?
You're making that
Okay.
up.
Yep.
Anyway, it's good.
It's not
It's
a bad one.
good. It's good.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Well, what an interesting night this has been.
Wrap it up.
Let's get out of here.
I've had enough.
I just want to thank everybody for joining us this
There's
evening.
nobody left. They've gone.
I mean, I hope you've just watched the car crash happen and stuck with us. But if you have, please like, follow, subscribe. Go over to the Good Movie Monday website, find that little up late tab and just press on it. And you can see all of our stuff on all of the streaming platforms, YouTube, all of our videos, and on Facebook. So go and do that and have yourselves a lovely evening. Glenn, over to you.